Hello, I'm Christine Franklyn, an integrative nutrition health coach who helps fellow health coaches and healers take the stress out of their businesses, particularly their marketing.
My name is Silvana Siskov. I'm a health coach, nutritionist, and author of numbers of books focusing on health, weight loss, and nutrition. And today, we're going to talk about why do you have food cravings?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's interesting topic,
It
isn't it?
is. And a lot of people
Yeah.
want to know the answer to this.
Mm.
So,
So, shall we try to think of 10 reasons? Let's
okay,
see if we can find the 10 reasons. We could probably find even
sure.
more, but
I'm
yeah, let's
sure.
let's think of 10 reasons. Okay, what do you think? Reason number one.
Reason number one is
Mm-hmm.
stress, my top topic.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So very often we're very stressed out, we feel overworked, and we feel either that we deserve a treat, so we have our go-to treats that we'll want to reach for, or we sometimes think, well, this will make me feel better, even if it's not that you're overworked, but there's something
Mm-hmm.
else going on emotionally and so on. This is going to give me at least some temporary relief because I enjoy eating it. And so that's again the thought that comes to mind when we're going through stressful situations.
Right. Yeah, that's a good one. Stress. I would say nutritional imbalance.
Mm,
Um, Yeah, that's a good one. I think with nutritional imbalance, when we miss certain minerals or vitamins, then we crave certain food. And we can talk more about it next time about how to reduce food craving. So we can mention that. But yeah, I would say that's a big one. So yeah, I would say nutritional imbalance. So we have stress, we have nutritional imbalance.
mhm.
What's the number three?
Poor sleep. So
Yes.
if you don't
Mm-hmm.
have restful sleep, and that means that you are tossing and turning or still turning thoughts around in your mind, things that are unresolved from during the day or concerns that you have that are weighing heavily on you, then that sets the stage for having food cravings. And also, if you have too little sleep, if you're deprived of some of the hours of sleep that your body needs, that also makes you more prone to have cravings almost in the same way that you have them for related to stress because of the hormones that are triggered and that need for some kind of relief that comes
Mm-hmm.
along with it. So it's best to make sleep a priority, make sure that you wind down before you go to bed, and make sure that you also give yourself enough wiggle room in your day so that you can get those numbers of hours. It's recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and that you feel rested and you don't have your hormones going out of whack and therefore causing cravings.
Okay, I would say the time of the day,
Mm.
because some people eat breakfast the same time every day, lunch is every time the same time every day, the dinner is at the
Mm.
same time every day, and when they're getting close to that time of the day, they might start craving food, just
Mm.
naturally craving food because they're coming close to that time of the day. So even if
Mhm.
they're not very hungry, they must start craving food because it's 7 o'clock and that's the time when they always have a dinner.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I would say that could be one of the reasons, definitely. Yeah.
Definitely. That's a
So
good one. I didn't
that's
even think of
number
that before.
number four. Is the number four? I think
Yeah, that was number 4.
number four. Okay. Number five.
Okay, so number 5 is nostalgia. So very often we grow up
Mm-hmm.
getting rewards. So we have our family taking us out for ice cream as a treat when
Mm-hmm.
we've achieved something special at school or we've done well in sports, some sport that we're playing, or we have some kind of achievement that merits celebration, and that celebration often is associated with a particular kind of food. For some people, it's ice cream. Some people, it's cake. For some people, it's pizza. But it's that nostalgic imprint on your
Mm,
brain of this food being associated with celebration
yeah,
that often then promotes a craving for that particular food at certain times where you feel
yeah,
like you have something to celebrate. And this naturally goes along with it because that's what you've been
yeah,
conditioned to throughout your
yeah,
childhood.
yeah. That's good ones. That's number 5.
Mhm.
Number 6, I would say knowing that there is a certain food in the house.
Mm,
Yeah, just a knowing it's there in the cupboard, knowing it's in the fridge.
yes.
That can just trigger cravings.
Yes. That's a good one.
Yeah,
And I'll add to that. So this is now number 7 that we're at.
yeah, uh-huh,
Yes. So following on from that, seeing certain foods all the time.
yeah,
So very often we have a box of cookies or a whole cake displayed, and we see it all day. So even if we're trying not to overeat with sweets and treats, it's in our line of sight. We're seeing it, it's on our minds. And that then can provoke a craving where normally you might not even have been thinking about it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's another
yeah,
one.
yeah. Because we very often we walk down the road and we might see something in a shop window and we want
Mhm.
it. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so that's number 7. Okay,
Yes.
number 8, I would say dehydration.
Yes. That is a
Yeah,
good one.
sometimes we are just thirsty when we actually think that we are hungry, and then we start
Yes.
craving certain food even though we are not hungry at all. We are
Yes.
just thirsty. So yeah, that's number 8.
Yes. And number 9, this is coming from my marketing background. So I'm going to give advertisements a hard time now. So the media, when
Mm-hmm.
we have celebrities associated with certain foods in a commercial that we might see on TV, and the celebrity lives a life that we aspire to, we admire this person, this is what they're eating, this is what they're doing, that's obviously why celebrities are used to endorse certain products, then it elevates that particular food in our mind. And without even seeing that commercial, we're thinking about that because that psychological imprint has already been left. And even if there's no celebrity in the commercial, just seeing those very well crafted, things like really juicy, sizzling burgers. And the food is really up close in commercials. Have you ever noticed that? They're
Mm-hmm.
huge. They're not the actual size. They're, right up in the screen, in your face, showing every sizzling, juicy angle. So that also promotes cravings because, of course, we see it, it looks succulent, it looks tasty, and that's the impression that's left on us.
Mm, that's good one. Yeah. So that's number 9. So number 10, I would say strict dieting.
Mm, definitely.
Yeah, I would say strict dieting because we eat so little when we diet, especially if it's a strict dieting, and we don't want to eat the food that we really love.
Yeah.
But the less we eat the food we love, the more we want it.
Yes, definitely.
So yeah, so I would say strict dieting is number 10. We could probably find a few more, but we said we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about 10. Yeah, but these were 10 very good ones. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
giving everyone someone to think about. Even
Yeah.
one or two that you mentioned, I thought, yeah, that definitely does provoke cravings. So
Mm,
this has been
mm.
really interesting.
Yeah, yeah, and the next week we are going to talk about how to actually reduce the food cravings. So yeah,
Yeah.
today we talked about what's causing food cravings. Next week we are going to talk about how to reduce it. So yeah, yeah, it's gonna be interesting one. But yeah, it was
Yes.
interesting to talk about this to
Yeah.
find just the 10 reasons, and we can probably find a few more. But I think
Yeah.
10 is a quite good number for people to think about.
Yes. So if you're struggling with food cravings, we hope that we've given you some food for thought and you know that you're not alone because there's so many causes of it. So next time we'll help you overcome this challenge.
See you next week.